Hey guys, it's been about maybe 5-6 minutes and look what happened so far. Our balloon has gone up. And if you take a closer look, what's happening to our liquid? It was all the way down here, but now this here is full of foam. So now our yeast have been making lots of bubbles after eating the sugar and making this beautiful foam. And when those bubbles pop, all of that gas is going all the way up and filling up the balloon. Now, what do you think is going to happen if we leave it like this? Do you think the foam is going to stay here? Or do you think the foam is going to start climbing up there? Well, let's leave it and see, okay? I'll leave it up here and then I'll take it back in a little bit. But I want to show you while this is happening how to make a volcano using yeast. Now, we're going to need a few things. And you can do it at home. Most important thing, you need to use some sort of tray so that the volcano foam doesn't make a huge mess. Okay, so we're going to leave it here. The next step is, of course, activating our yeast. Here is our water. It's a cup that's half full of water and we have a stir stick. We're going to take our dry yeast. We're going to cut it. And carefully add the yeast to the water. Okay. And now, what do? We have to stir. Let's get started. This is the fun part. We have to make sure that all of the yeast goes in. Nice and smooth. We're trying to make a paste. Okay, a little more. Oh, it's stuck to the stick again. Oh no, come on, get off. What are you doing? Silly yeast. Come on, you would love it in there. It's nice and warm water, just perfect for you. Okay, stirring really fast. Stirring really fast. Can you try saying stirring really fast? It's really difficult. Stirring really fast, stirring really fast. Oh my. I think I invented a new tongue twister. Sweet. Okay. But if you can say it really fast, I'm going to be really impressed. Anyway, while I've been talking all of this nonsense, I've been stirring really fast and now I'm done. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take our big flask. You can use a bottle again, but maybe use a slightly bigger bottle than the previous one. Okay, this is about 500 mils. So a regular bottle of 500 milliliters will do just fine. Now carefully, we're going to add this to the flask or to your bottle. Try not to spill. Okay. This is garbage. Okay. And now, the next step. In order to have any sort of volcano, we need to have foam, okay? And to have foam, remember from washing your hands, we need to have soap, okay? So let's add a little bit of soap, a dash of soap. Okay, that should be enough. And it's not a volcano unless the lava is actually colored. Nobody likes to look at beige lava. Ugh, it's going to be a strange lava color. So instead, we're going to add some red and yellow. Okay, I'm going to add the yellow here. And let's add a little bit of red. Difficult. Okay. And now when we mix red and yellow, what color are we going to get? Let me see. Is it going to be purple? No. Is it going to be green? Green lava. Ugh. No. It's going to be orange. Yes, just the perfect color for lava. Now, if you don't want to be really fancy, what you can do, guys, is you can wrap your volcano with Play-Doh and make it look like a real one. See, I think I still have a little bit of our favorite yeast and bacteria Play-Doh, so I'm going to try to do it because I think it's going to look really cool. Okay? But you have to make it really thin. Now, obviously, I'm not doing a great job in making it really thin because I don't have the space here. But you can just push it on the table and make it really nice. So it's going to look something like this. Okay? I'm gonna have enough just for the front of the volcano so you can see it. But you guys can make more Play-Doh at home, and you can make it really, really, really big, and you can wrap the whole volcano with it. Okay, how does that look? Cool? Nice. But I'm missing something. We need to have some lava outside. Okay, so a little bit of paint on the outside. Just like this. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, and of course a little bit of red. Over here. And over there. Ooh, does that look better? Yes! I want to put a little bit here. Okay, nice. Alright, so far so good. Now, we have the outside of the volcano ready. Inside we have yeast. They're all awake and ready for action. We have the soap and we have the paint. And we've also made sure that we've swirled and stirred everything together. Now, the only thing left is, how do we make this erupt? Because right now this volcano is asleep. Alright, so we need to do something to wake it up. We need to get this lava going. We need to make a lot of gas. And talking about gas and bubbles, look at this guy. It's almost to the top. Guys, what are we going to do? It's an emergency. Oh no, go back. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Okay, hope it doesn't explode. Okay, back to the volcano. Now, the yeast are not going to do anything on their own because they don't even have sugar in there. So they're not making bubbles. But, apart from sugar, they can chew up something else. Now, in the pharmacies, you guys will find something called hydrogen peroxide. Okay? And hydrogen peroxide is kind of like bubbly water. It's water that has an extra oxygen. That's the thing we breathe, okay? And so, it's kind of like water and oxygen. And what the yeast will do is they're going to cut the oxygen off of the water. And they're going to leave the water down. And they're going to let the oxygen go. And as the oxygen's going up, it's going to go through the soap. Remember when you wash hands? And if you blow, you're going to make a lot of bubbles and a lot of foam. So now, the gas is going to go up, go through the soap, and erupt like real lava. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Okay. I want to see it too. Okay, now, so, let's see. So you can use what they have in the pharmacies is 3% hydrogen peroxide. I've put a little bit stronger one, kind of like 4 or 5%. But 3% will also work just fine. Now, the big volcanoes that you've seen me do, they're with a really, really strong one. This is 30%, but I'm going to show you one of these another time. Okay, so now, are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Just one thing in mind. Never do it this way because you don't want this erupting and going in your eyes, okay? You always have to do it a little bit further back. Or, even better, wear goggles, okay? Let me take some goggles. Dum-da-dum, dum-da-dum, dum-dum, dum-dum. Good. Safety first. We're ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, lava time! What's going on? Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Whoa, it's coming out! It's coming out! And it's so soft! It's so beautiful! And it's coming out on my side. Okay, I'm gonna flip it. Aww, it's so beautiful! Let me touch it. Can I touch it? Should I touch it? Thanks for asking, guys. Yes, this one you can touch. The hydrogen peroxide here is not that safe for you to be touching, but the foam should be okay. Let me see. It's so nice and warm and soft. I love it. It's really cool. And if you make different ones, you can mix the colors and it's going to be amazing. Wow. This is so cool. Now, I could play with... Okay, you know I could play with this all day long, but I probably shouldn't, so I'm just going to play with it for a little bit. Now, you have to be careful not to get this into someone's eyes, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of soap, and soap is very ouchy if it goes in someone's eyes. So please, don't, get it on your hands and start shaking your hands, please. Also careful with your carpets and your sofas and everything else that can get stained because this has paint in it, okay? So you have to be careful with your surroundings, but do play with it. It's really cool. And also, you can just take a little bit here. It's really awesome. Ooh, okay. One thing though, don't flip it over because there might be some liquid on the bottom that you don't necessarily want to have on your fingers, okay? So play with whatever's come out. Don't flip the bottle over. If you have little cuts on your fingers, you have to be careful because if there's any hydrogen peroxide, it might make a few bubbles on your fingers and it might be a little bit itchy or ouchy. So please make sure you're not touching this with fingers that have little cuts on them. But do enjoy because it's really fun. Oh, what to do? We forgot about something. Remember the other flask with the yeast and the sugar, and it was supposed to be making bubbles, and it was supposed to be making foam, and there was a balloon, and... Okay. This is what it looks like now. It's full. Now the foam is going into the balloon. Ooh. Uh-oh. Now, guys, we should probably not open this because it will probably just burst and explode. But it's gonna be a lot of fun to do it, so... Okay, maybe I'll just wash my hand or clean my hand, and I'm going to try to open it, and we'll see what's happened inside, okay? Just give me a second. I think I have a little bit of tissues and paper towels here, so I can try to dab my hands at least somewhat clean. Here we go, here we go. Oh my, this is really messy. Do wash your hands though. Now, if you don't leave your experiment to get to this point, it's probably safe for you to open it. If you leave it to this point, well, cover up. Okay, hold on. Now. Now we are ready, guys. 3, 2, hold on. Don't scare me. Ooh. Whoop-de-doo. It exploded everywhere. Oh no. Okay, well, what's done's done. Now let me smell it. Maybe a little bit earlier would have smelled like really nice bread. Right now, it smells more like rotten, fermented things. But it's quite cool, actually. If you catch it a little bit earlier than I did, it's really going to smell like freshly baked bread. After that, it starts to smell more like alcohol, so it's not gonna be as yummy. But do try to do it at home, try to make a volcano, and have fun. Alright guys, I'll see you later, bye! Dear clever kittens, now that we've done the experiments on yeast, I would like to pose a challenge to you. I remember I told you that in order for the yeast to actually wake up properly and to digest and chew up the sugar, you need to put them in hot water or more like warm water. Now, here's the challenge. Try to repeat the experiment with the yeast, the water, the sugar, and the balloon, but try instead of putting only warm water, try to put boiling hot water, but with your parents' help, please, and be very careful. And also, try it with really, really cold water, okay? And do all three together. So, here's what you're going to do. In bottle number 1, you're going to put them in really cold water. In bottle number 2, you're going to put them in nice and warm water, like the way we did it before. And in the third bottle, do it with really hot, almost boiling water, okay? So you're going to mix them in the 3 different types of water. You're going to add the sugar, you're going to add the yeast, and put the balloon on top, okay? And you're going to watch and see which one gets the balloon to go up first and which one's foam is rising the most, okay? What do you think is going to happen? This is a real experiment now where you're actually going to make a prediction. You're going to think of which way is going to work best, whether it's going to be the warm water, the boiling water, or the really cold water. And you're going to test it, and then you're going to see what the results are, okay? So please do it the 3 different ways and tell me after. I want to know what you guys did and what you guys observed, okay? It's going to be a real experiment, guys. See you soon.